And then just move a little further back in case it breaks free. Yeah, thank you. He's telling me cedar elm's a lot weaker than American elm, so I said thank you very much. Damn mistletoe. I don't know nothing about mistletoe. They don't have it in Jersey. And then last, I'm just gonna head out over here and tie this guy up. Do you need 3 slings in this one? Not really. But we got them. You might as well use them. Car underneath. It's his own risk. So now we just back these up. All right. Now where do we want to make the cut? So we have a lot of choices here on where we want to make this cut. We can make the cut here. We can make the cut there and have it tip a little bit, make it a little further to have more butt weight. The way I rigged it pretty high, I'm okay with cutting it right at the union pretty much. So how much is this guy gonna weigh? More or less than the last one? If we cut it right here, just more or less weight than the last piece. Anybody have ideas? He's telling me cut it down there. How much was that? Yeah, I see that, yeah. Wrapped up. Somebody got to pick a different number. Can't be the same number. That's a little heavy. All right. So we're gonna make the cut right here, right? Above this branch. We're not including that branch. It's gonna be right here. Okay. Put it wherever he wants. You can put it right here. You can put it, don't matter. Nice little hollow. What? So what do you think the weight's gonna be? Jimmy, any idea? Yeah, I noticed. 3,000? Nah. You think? Yeah, I'm gonna cut it right here. I think it's gonna be lighter than you think. So, let's say it's gonna be close to 2,000, right? Let's put 1,500 on it or close, 1,500, and we'll start it there. And if he has to pick it up, he can crank it up. Because I'm gonna cut this one straight through, and you'll see a little bit more swinging and moving as I cut to see the difference. On the pick, yeah. So if we think it's a certain amount. So in the movement aspects, for me personally on my safety, what's the worst case scenario? Comes right to my face, right? So my focus will be right here. If it comes at me, I hit the chain brake and control the saw and back out. And if it comes into me too much, then I can back off this limb and slide underneath it. I mean, it's gonna be a little bit more violent looking because I'm gonna swing underneath the branch, but at least I'm not gonna get hurt. Maybe a few bumps and bruises. But that's the worst scenario. Okay, so we got about 1,500 on it, Albert? We're good? Okay, so I'm gonna just, you want me to make a straight cut or you want me to do a different type of cut? A V cut. All right. We can V cut it. We'll V cut it. All right. Yeah, no problem. Let him through. He can come through. V cut. Where's my cowboy hat? Send it to Taylor. Yeah. So I'm going to do a V-cut, and now typically a V-cut is two opposing directions of where you think the movement might happen. Here it's kind of are all over the place, so I think it may come to me over my head or away from me, so I'll do forward and backward. Okay? Staying clear. I hope there's no squirrels hopping out. There might be a bug. Okay. We're all good on the road. Okay, staying clear. So before I make this cut, I just step back a little bit. It feels like it's a little hollow. So before you move that, well, you can go ahead and take that away. I'll talk as we go. What I wanted to show you, am I still live? Yeah. When you make a V cut or an overlap cut, it can be 3-4 cuts. It doesn't matter. It can bisect. If you don't want to get your saw stuck, you might want to make a cut a couple times and poke that stuff out that's still holding. So it doesn't have to be a perfect cut. It just means that you have to cut it all. When you see something holding, go in and release it any way you can. So when you saw that piece come up, what do you assume was going on? We assumed we put more tension on it than we needed. And that was the outcome. Hey, Albert, can we get the weight on that roughly? It's going to weigh less than we tensioned it. 14, we had 18 on it, right? Or 15 to start, and then he cranked up a little because I got my saw stuck. See, the saw got stuck, and it wasn't because there was too much load down. It just tipped because of the angle of the slings. So it was my mistake for cutting that side first and trying to be comfortable over here. I should have did this side first, and then when it tipped towards me, and sat there. But again, if you're wrong, what's the big outcome? It's not really a big deal. A little movement really doesn't bother anybody. You can't lay it out, you might as well cut it as you go. Hey, is it technically summer here yet? It feels like it, I don't know. This is like a New Jersey summer. It's just my luck. It's actually really nice out. But way over. That's why we said about 1,500 on the pick. We put it at 15, we were still a little high. If you can't untie it, you can just cut it a little bit and get it lower. That works too. chain so I can set these slings up nice and easy. We'll take a piece down here by the butt. Good operator. You gotta love it. Test it before you trust it, right? Cable up a little bit. Now we're gonna try to find a balance point. I'm gonna take this branch with this hunk of wood down to the rock. So I want to try to find the center here. So we're going to go down a little bit. Get right over this log. Go up just a little bit for me. Perfect. The reason I'm having them cable up a little bit so I don't have so much sling to deal with. I like having a good angle here. So if you really want this to not move at all, where's the balance point? This is what you got to figure out. Is it over the branch? Oh, sorry. Not working? Let me try this again. How about now? That working? Yep. So I'm looking for the balance point. So my body's wanting to sit in the actual pendulum of the hook. Is this the balance point of the whole piece, or am I off center? That's what you have to think about. I think we got to get kind of right above this cut. So I'll tell Albert just to swing a little bit right. Albert, we swing just a little right. Perfect. All right, so that's where I think the balance point is going to be about where I'm standing. So that's how we want to, if you really need to control it, if you really need this piece to not move, you could use 3 slings here. I could use 2 and control it, or if you really want no movement, I'll use 3. I'll show you what I mean. If we're going to use 3, one of these slings is directly in plumb with the hook. And then there's one either side. And you have to figure out where's the weight based on here to there from center. Okay? So what I'll do is I'll take one. Did I lose you again? Here, sorry. What I'm gonna do, you guys hear me now? How about now? No? How about now? Okay, sorry. What I'm going to do is figure out how far out I have to be off the center to counteract the weight. I'm going to put the sling out down there. And it doesn't have to be all the way out, or it could be if you wanted to. I'm going to go out to about that second limb there. And remember, am I still on? No? Hang on. How about now? You got me? Remember what I said about a difficult tie-in scenario? If you can't reach here very well, this is a good time to half hitch it and tie it where you can really reach good. No? Watch what I do. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm just going to do it. What I do is go back to a full plumb, and then I can check the tension. You guys got me? Okay, so if you notice what I did is I went out and did a hang on. How about now? Now? You got me? I'm gonna just hold this. What I did was I climbed out there and put in a half hitch and then came back to full hang and made sure the sling wasn't too tight now. Now I'll tie it right here because it really makes no difference. The middle sling's going to be directly in line with the hook, which will be about here. whip me in the face almost, right? And if you don't have a lot of sling, what kind of hitch should you use here? Yeah. Timber hitch. Running bowline isn't really the best choice usually because it weakens that sling quite a bit. Where a timber hitch, not quite as much of a weakness. So how do you tie a timber hitch? Just twisting it on itself to create friction. Yeah, I probably did. And that's gonna keep it center point of attachment, and then I'm just gonna balance out the other. Like I said, you could probably do this really easily with just 2 slings, no problem. But if you want to create less movement, this is a really good way to do it. So I'm gonna take a short one here. If you really thought, can you hear me? Yeah. If you really think this is gonna be too tippy from here, you can easily cut it right here. Take a little of this with it. That won't be a problem. What do you guys think? Tippy or no tippy? No tippy. No tippy? I like how you guys use that terminology. No tippy. Staying clear, a little branch. Staying clear. All right, now. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. So now I want to make this cut. I have to think about, am I losing you? Nope. How about that? All right. What I'm going to do is start my undercut here. I'll pre-tension the crane a little first.